DLB-Network, a place for gamers.
Alright, so you guys saw part 1 where I was talking about the new PS3, the Xbox 360 price cut, and the new hard drive update in the PS3, all that stuff. Well, now we're going to continue on. So, this is part 2. Enjoy. Exclusivity from third party will come to an end unless Sony or Microsoft starts coming up and putting extra money in the developers' starting putting money in the developers' pockets, so they'll do exclusive DLC. Now, some people think that's wrong. I'm on the fence about it. I think if you want to win, you got to do what it takes to win. If you got to give some money, if you got to give some of these developers some money so you can get exclusive DLC, do it. Why not? I would. If I was Sony, if I was Microsoft, if I was Nintendo, I would do that. Why not? That helps you sell more consoles in the end. So you have to look at that. Now coming this fall from the PlayStation 3, their exclusive list is not that big. To me personally, the best exclusive coming from the PlayStation 3 this year is Uncharted. Uncharted, by far, to me, is probably one of the best games that we will see this fall 2009. Uncharted looks unbelievable. Now add the fact that they added multiplayer. It's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not your Call of Duty or Halo or anything like that, but it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice add-on, let's put it that way. Then you have co-op multiplayer. That's going to be fun as hell. And it's not like Resistance. See, I kind of envied Insomniac for saying that theirs was going to be online co-op. And to me, it wasn't really online co-op. It was more online, playing with some buddies and just shooting up, And they were talking about how the maps are going to change dynamically and you were going to be going through a whole nother story. That wasn't another story. That was you going online with some friends and shooting shit up. Excuse me. Shooting stuff up. That's what that was. But when Uncharted, when I got my hands on the beta and we tried the online co-op, it actually had a story. It actually had cutscenes in it. That is a whole nother story from the main story Insomniac. Take notes from Naughty Dog because they're doing it right. So you have that coming this fall, and last but not least, you have Ratchet & Clank. Now some people like, DLB, are you serious? Ratchet & Clank? Ratchet & Clank is a good game depending on you. If you're into that type of stuff, if you're into casual gaming, Ratchet & Clank, that's the game for you. Now that the console is at a cheaper price, I definitely see people buying Ratchet & Clank when they buy a PlayStation 3. So we'll see with this fall. Now, some of the stuff that we're seeing from the updates. The Xbox 360 had an update, they had an update, but that's not the main update that's coming this fall. They still have the instant streaming HD, where you're not going to have to download anything. You're going to be able to instantly stream movies from your Xbox 360, and we're not even talking about Netflix. We're talking about Microsoft's own stuff. So keep that in mind. They also have Facebook coming. They also have Twitter coming. They have Last.fm coming. They have the Zune Music Store coming that's going to replace the Marketplace. So you have these things coming. Then if you're overseas, you have you're going to get basically a DVR. Your Xbox 360 is going to be your own personal DVR. Now, a lot of people are saying that, well, Sony did that already. And they have. But this is where I give the edge to Microsoft. If you are overseas and you got Play TV, because that's what it's called, you had to pay extra for it. But with the Xbox 360, it's already in the system. You don't have to go out and buy an add-on. You bought it all when you bought your Xbox 360, and kudos to Microsoft. I give them mad props for that, because that was very smart of them, I think, for them to already just have it in the system. As powerful as the PS3 is, you would have thought they would have did the same thing, but that wasn't the case. Now to touch on some of the things I just said, Twitter and Facebook. Twitter and Facebook are one of the hugest social networking sites on the planet right now. And if you don't think so, I don't know which ship, what rock, what water, I don't know what the hell you're under right now, but Twitter and Facebook by far are the hugest social networking sites right now. Twitter is on every phone. Facebook is on every phone. No matter where you go, you're seeing those two applications. Businesses across the world are using these applications. Now, some people say, well, I really don't care about that, but there's a lot of you guys who do care about it. And there's some people who say, well, I don't. I guarantee you there's a lot less I don'ts than there are I do's. There's a lot of people who want this feature. I mean, picture this. Let's say you guys are following my Twitter and I'm on my Xbox 360, and let's say Microsoft makes this easy button to where you push Y, and when you push Y on your Xbox 360 controller, it updates your Twitter with what game you're playing, what map you're on, whether you're online or offline, if you're playing co-op or not playing co-op. It just updates basically your status of what you're doing. Now let's say, now that's just one feature. So then you guys are like, oh, well, DLB's playing this game online. DLB's playing Modern Warfare 2 online. Let me go join them. That's one feature. But check this out. What if they have it to where not only it shows my status, but if you're on the 360, you can click the link, and that link takes you directly in the game to where I am. That's why I'm saying this could be huge. Updating your Facebook status to what you're actually doing right now. Taking pictures and uploading it to your Facebook. Taking pictures and uploading it to your Twitter. All these kind of things are and can be possible through Facebook and Twitter on Xbox Live. Now, all you internet radio freaks, you have Last.fm. Personally, I like Pandora, and Pandora's trying to strike a deal with Microsoft or Sony. It doesn't matter to me which one gets it because I have both consoles, and it doesn't matter which one gets it as long as one of them gets it, because I love Pandora. I listen to Pandora a lot. That's my personal internet radio. So if you guys haven't heard of Pandora, it's an internet radio station based off of music that you like. So check it out, pandora.com. So to me, I think Twitter and Facebook on the Xbox 360, personally, I think that's huge. I think that's a nice feature. Then the Zoom Music Store is coming. So now you're seeing that Microsoft is bringing everything together between Xbox and Zoom players and everything else. So they're doing their thing on that part. Now with the PlayStation 3, Sony just had their update, and in their update they added the What's New bar that we all have on our PlayStation 3, basically giving you the latest information on things that are out right now at this time, things that are in the store, games that are coming soon, and it also shows the recent games that you've played, so you're able to quick launch into that game. So they have that feature. They also have the status indicator. They also have, which the status indicator is, which in the top right hand bar of your screen, it shows how many messages you have, it shows who's signing on, who's signing off, all that good stuff, your avatar. And then you have the PlayStation Store shortcuts. So, and you have more features that are scheduled to come this fall. Don't forget Home. Home finally has game launching, so it will launch every one of your games. Granted, the game has to be implemented into Home, like the games that were already there: Warhawk, Resistance 2, Resident Evil. A lot of games now, like a perfect example, if you jump into Devil May Cry, if you jump into Grand Theft Auto, if you jump into the old Uncharted, it'll just launch the game for you. It's not launching you in the multiplayer. You're not able to set up your multiplayer matches from within Home and then jump into the game. It's not like that, at least not yet. But they do have it, though, to where you can jump into all of your games for you guys who still go into Home. So this fall is going to be really interesting to see what happens. My personal opinion: Nintendo, Microsoft, and then PS3. I think between Microsoft and Sony that can change. The Wii, nobody's beating the Wii, not this fall, I'm sorry. Nobody's beating the Wii this fall. But Microsoft and Sony, it's a little iffy. That's a hard one to call. It really is. I mean, with the PS3, if people were to go off a hardware sale or off a hardware alone, by default, Sony wins hands down. But I know people are going off of the whole everything. Some people are like, okay, I want a gaming machine. Okay, well, online is big to me, so I need an online that's going to be, so, oh, the 360 has Facebook, it has Twitter. I don't know. It all depends on what people want. But my personal pick, I think it'll go, I think it would go Nintendo, PlayStation 3, then Microsoft. But the way I think at the end of the day, the way I think it's going to turn out, I think it's going to be Nintendo, Microsoft, and then Sony. That's how I see it. Sony's advertising is finally getting better. The price is better. You get a Blu-ray player, you get Wi-Fi. The PS3 Slim now. It still doesn't have backwards compatibility. Some people care about that. A lot of people who haven't made the jump do care about that. And I personally know a few people who are like that. But at the end of the day, this is going to be an exciting fall. I personally can't wait. There's a ton of games I can't wait to play, multi-platform and exclusives to both consoles. So this fall is going to be amazing. Amazing. Once again, make sure you guys are commenting on the videos. Make sure you guys subscribe to my videos for the giveaways that we're going to start doing right here on DLBTV. This has been another episode of DLBTV. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know how you guys like it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/DLB23. Make sure you check out the blog, DLB-Network.com. Send me a message if you have questions, if you have video ideas for me, if there's a certain video, certain things you want me to cover, whether it's on the Mac, the iPhone, the 360, the PS3, let me know. I got you guys covered. Until the next video, this is DLB signing out. Peace.